to see the slides. But we have made small room for maybe learners that are not able to join us here. So we've created a live stream. So this particular session is live on YouTube, so that other learners that are not able to join, they are redirected to the YouTube live stream. Okay. So then we that are here will give room for us, anyone that has issue to, raise your hand or mute and speak. Okay. So this is our agenda today. I've already welcomed us. This is just an hour session. Yeah. So the ground rules, we'll talk about the ground rules. We want this session to be very, engaging and orderly at the same time. Okay. Then we also have our support sessions, and which is the main thing why we are here, the main reason we are here. So yeah. So what is our ground rule? So please stay attentive to ensure you don't miss any answer, okay, and avoid repeating, any question that someone has already asked and that has been addressed already. So if you know that whatever issue that you have, this is a clinic session, we just want to support us. But if you know that, you've been clarified, maybe while we were trying to address someone else's issue and you've been clarified, there's no need asking, or you see someone already ask a question you want to ask, so there's no need, just upvote that. So, and there's a Slido link too where you can go drop your question. Please can someone drop the Slido link? Roshan, Kevin, Edom, can someone drop the Slido in the chat? And also pin it to the YouTube live stream, please, so that every other person can drop their questions there, okay? And then, yeah, so stay on mute, please. Very, 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 very important. Stay on mute, please. If you are not asked to, unmute and speak, please don't unmute, please, so that we have an orderly session here. All right. So I'll ask your questions on Slido with numbers we might not be able to, to have everyone raise their hands here and get their queries. As I said, this is just an hour session, please. So please drop your question on Slido. Our team are also on Slido answering questions. And
Louis?
then if there's a question they didn't answer, sorry, can you hear me?
Hey, Luis, no, sorry. Who is just
Hello?
putting something on the slide? Just please stop. Someone is just doing some kind of things on the slide, so please stop. Adukuni, someone, you see, they are just drawing on the slide. So please stop
Yeah, please
doing
can
like that,
this
okay?
person.
Yeah.
All right. So please drop your questions on Slido, but definitely we will give some of us room to speak here and we'll address our issues. So you can find a pair in your squad, yeah, or maybe in the city social media group, yeah. So it's either you use your squad, indicate that you need somebody to pair with, or you can just maybe use the city social media group, which have been shared with you, the WhatsApp and Telegram. But as time goes on, this session will be able to maybe pair you. Maybe if there's someone that is looking for a pair, we can quickly pair the person here and here. But for today, we might not be able to do that. All right. So next slide, please. Okay, so who is handling this
Or we
slide?
can start. No, we can start. The next slide is the feedback form, so we can start
All right.
answering questions.
Okay. Okay. All right. So
Hi, Lois.
what? Yes. Okay. Edwin is here. Hello, Edwin.
Fantastic. Thanks so much.
You're
I'm actually
welcome.
not here for long. I'm here to pass by. I'm here just to pass by and see the amazing work you're doing. I'm seeing that there are some of us who joined in the morning and are again here with us. Thank you very, very much. Curious, who was here with us in the morning and is again joining us now? Who was with us in the morning and is joining us now? Happy to see on YouTube and in the chats. If you can maybe respond quickly so that we are having the same people or we are having a new set of. I've seen Nora was here with us in the morning. Rotiken was here with us in the morning. Thank you very, very, very much. We do not take it lightly that you get time off your calendars to reach out to our long session. So again, I made a better part of our earlier morning presentation, so I'll not do that. Just here to share some ground rules again and maybe make some clarifications that came up. So for a better session today, Roshan, Edom, Kevin, these are people who are not new to you. They maybe are faces you haven't seen, but they're not foreign names to you. You've seen them in the You've probably seen them in the cities you are in. And I want to be so sure that we are not having any one of us here joining our session who has week one deliverables pending. We don't like naming and we are having somebody who has not completed week one recap quiz, which was due yesterday. Then you probably want to pull up your socks so that you're not missing out on what you're speaking about. They're talking about milestone submission, appear to partner with, while I only have a recap quiz that is pending. Please, please, please prioritize week one recap quiz. Make sure you've submitted it before you start actively interacting with week two content. All of us, if not most of us, are asking, most of us, if not everyone here, is asking if they can find an accountability partner. If a peer partner is what an accountability partner is, all the questions, if not most, are surrounding the concerns of who I can partner with, where I can find them, how they can be resourceful to me. That's everything we're going to be speaking about in this session and more. One other thing you're asking is, how do I get to reach out to my city representatives in countries where I need to visit the hub? That is going to be shared later in the session. And of course, you're asking, now that you're having a milestone this week to submit, what are these guys going to help us on how to navigate to find our way around how to submit a milestone? Yes, we are going to do that. The program team is here. Of course, we can't submit your milestone for you, but we can help you navigate on your LMS, Savannah, to know where to access milestone, what it is that you need to do. The beauty is nobody here, I want to be so sure that there's not anyone here who's struggling to catch up with where we are at. In case there is, please feel free to ask on Slido. It will be our joy to see that everybody who we kicked off this program with last week on Monday sails through to the very end in the next 8 weeks, graduates, gets a job, starts up something, acknowledges how resourceful the ALX VA program has been like to them. So I was just to share some ground rules. Please, 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 we had a Slido link shared with you earlier. If you have access to it, it's been dropped in the chat one more time. Please make sure you ask your question on it if it hasn't been asked, but if it has been asked, be sure to upvote it. One final request will be, since we are having a very big number, it's probably not going to be possible to have everybody raise their hands and ask a question. We are going to ask that in case you have something that's very, very much burning to you, drop it on Slido. We are happy to review all the questions that are unique and need responses to them. However, if we have availability later in the session, if you're going to have some next 15 to 20 minutes after we've wrapped up everything, we can feature a few questions, not more than 10 to answer them. Of course, if it's an exclusive question, which is why we would rather have the program team share everything earlier in the program so that if it's not touched on, you can go ahead and raise your question. I'll be happy to see if in the chats you confirm that we are all good so that we can kick it off. If I was audible and you've gotten to understand, please drop an all good in the chat. Then I'll hand it back to our amazing team members. Perfect. Thanks, Sogo. Amazing. So Lois calling upon the program team to just carry on. And I believe what you want to touch on first is, are we going to have a session to walk us through how to submit a milestone. Lois, Kevin, I would not want to again discuss everything that I shared in the morning, so I'd feel better handing it back to the program team.
Okay. Yes, because we have an office hour tomorrow. Can you hear me? We have an office hour tomorrow, which that is what we'll be discussing. So we'll not be doing that now. So we'll just attend to questions. We'll attend to questions as they come. So they can actually maybe raise their hand now, and we'll allow some few persons speak while we go. Maybe we'll do that for like the next 20 minutes. Then we turn to Slido. We'll get questions from Slido and answer. But for now, I think we will not be doing showing them how to, because that will be tomorrow's session. That will be what we want to do tomorrow in the office hour. Hello?
So, Lois, I can mention something. And so if you raise your hand, we're going to give you an ability to unmute. So please be brief and
Okay.
straight to the point. And then there's a current poll going on whether you've submitted week one milestone. So please fill that poll. It helps a lot. And also for those on YouTube, you can just say yes or no in the YouTube chat, and we get to know. Thank you. Back to you, Lois.
Fantastic. Yes. So as Lois also comes up with that, Kevin, one other thing you might need to do is the 1,000 who we have availability to host in the Zoom chat would probably want to share the YouTube link. So if it would be possible to drop the YouTube link on the chat so that we share it with our colleagues and other peers who have not gotten the chance to join the webinar. That will be
Yeah, it's
far
been
much
done.
better.
Thank you.
Liz?
It's already done. Thank you.
All right. All right. So guys, please, so you can raise your hand, and then we'll follow through according to the first person that raised his or her hand. So if you have an issue you want us to tackle, or you don't understand something, you have a question, please, you can raise your hand, and then
Oh yeah, so Liz, alternatively, so that we get to answer many people's questions with one walkthrough, I'd rather we share the answers to the questions that have been dropped on Slido so far, so that for those who weren't in the session we had in the morning, you get to just go through what happened, what you missed out on, and in case any of your questions wasn't addressed, then you could take advantage of the session we're having today. So just give
I
me
lost
one
my network.
moment to my screen. Just one moment. Confirm to me if you can see my screen list and every other team member who's probably able to unmute.
Not yet. Now, yes. Yes, we can.
Fantastic. I want to confirm again in the chat. Maybe Edom is the only one who's able to see my screen while everyone else is struggling. Is everybody able to see my screen? Thank you. Thanks, Deborah.
Yes.
Thanks, Nancy. Fantastic. Yeah, so if you can maybe pay attention in the next couple of minutes, I'll try as much as possible to make sure that out of these 550 questions, we answer each exclusive question that isn't repetitive. And I'm so certain, as you can see from the tags here, out of these 551, 59 are just speaking to the Zoom meeting. So these could be challenges with everybody who's struggling to join the session, being told that the link is not accepting any other people. Some 41 are asking about a peer, which I want to make my first point. Who is your accountability partner? Who is this peer we are asking you to connect with? So essentially, what the program entails is moving forward, and by forward, I would say week 2 onwards, you're going to have tasks that require you to engage somebody else. So somebody else here would be you've handled an activity and there's somebody who needs to review what it is that you've done to offer feedback. you need to work hand in hand with someone to make sure that this task which requires you to role play is something you can't do on your own. But hey, we've gotten feedback from the last two cohorts that we've been running, and we've run and are still running cohorts 4 and 5 about, okay, Edwin, Lois, Edom, Kevin, I've been having challenges, which has made me in week 4 still have week 2 deliverable spending. Okay, I'd say, so let me use the names of people who are coming in my screen. So Jenny, what is the challenge you're having? It's because I've never found an accountability partner. So we came and thought, how about we reach out to learners, you in this case, and just share. The first and very, very easiest way to get a peer is in your squad. You could go and pull up a post and say, we are in week 2. I'm looking for somebody to have as an accountability partner in with this week's content. Who is ready? You'll find somebody in the comments. That way, you've gotten somebody to help you out with this activity. This could be only for this week, or you could even decide that, okay, since I've gotten somebody who is ready to engage me, we can proceed with the week-on-week learning. You are more than happy if you've gotten somebody from your city. So I'll use an example of Nairobi, Kenya. Say you've gotten somebody who resides closer to where you are, which is even making it easier that you can even link up in person and go to the hubs. Again, a plus if you're in one of the cities that have an hub. That's one. In case it hasn't worked out that you've gotten somebody from your squad, you'd go to our posts in the VA library where all of you 98K of our learners are in, and find that, okay, it's not just me who's struggling to find a peer to partner with in this activity. How about I get somebody, reach out to them in their DMs and ask if we can partner on this activity. This is one way. I believe this is going to answer one of the many questions that are coming up. And to share more on this, it's going to be even easier to you in your journey if you get a group of, say, 4 to 10 and decide that, okay, how about we rally together and move this journey together in a group of like 5 to 10. Decide to have your own little space where you'd always want to be meeting occasionally, depending on your availability. If you're a 9 to 5er, you obviously want to get time at the end of your day or at the very, very beginning of your day when you have time. You want to create time over the weekends whenever deems you fit, right? So this is to answer whoever is asking, can I have more than one partner? Yes, you can have more than one peer. Can I get somebody outside of my squad? Yes, you can. Can I get somebody outside of this program? I'd say no. Picture this, your partner, your friend, parent, your colleague, your neighbor who is not in this program asks you, go and ask them if they want to partner with you in this activity. You are sure they are going to express interest, yes, but are they aware of what's happening in week 2? Not so sure. I doubt. So obviously you're going to encounter glitches here. So make sure that you're doing everything remotely possible. And why I'm advocating for us having more than 2 is it's going to help you not only complete your deliverables, but also get to know deeply what the program is about. Say an example of weeks 4 or 5, when you're going to now dig deep into Google Workspace, you're going to get learnings from somebody about what Google Mail looks like, what's happening in Google Sheets that they want to share the hacks with you. So don't just consider this like something you want from somebody to help you complete the program, but essentially to help you navigate and even get to have a deeper understanding. I believe that has gotten to answer most of our questions that you are having around what the peer partner activity looks like. One addition to this will be in our squads, you are going to see somebody who's tagged with an M on the side. Most times it's going to be somebody who has held a session that you've been in. It's one of the people who's sharing an update every single day. Those are our amazing community ambassadors and community champions who are here to make sure that you're not just in the program to struggle, but have a very, very seamless experience moving through to the end. So part of these people with an M tag are representatives from our cities. You've probably seen them if you've received any comms from our cities, or if you've been to any of our hubs. Again, for those who are in our cities that have hubs, they can help you out in the spaces that you are in. So these spaces are the Telegram, the WhatsApp, the Facebook, the Discord groups that we shared with you in the squads last week and in the newsletter on Friday. So confirm that you have a Telegram link to your city. There's somebody who's constantly always updating you. No, Winnie, we don't have a hub in Eldoret. All of them are in Nairobi currently, at least for Kenya. So always reach out to somebody who is in your Telegram link, in the WhatsApp, in Facebook, that is going to help you get a partner. Again, this could be inconveniencing for those of us who are in the program but are not in cities where we have physical presence. Want to be sure that at least with those insights, we've gotten to share about how to go about getting a peer partner. All good, or do we need any clarification further? Going to confirm in the chats if at least from tomorrow we are going to confirm that a better number of us have accountability partners. Grace, we are going to unpack everything we shared in the Zoom meeting in the morning, which is part of what we are sharing. Just confirming from the chats if so far we are all good with the peer partner activity. Thanks so much, Sally. One more person, and I'll be sure that we didn't leave anyone behind. The links to the Telegram confirm in the newsletters we sent on Friday. And this is bringing me to a point that I probably want to put some people on the spot over. There are some of us here who, for one reason or the other, we're not going to name and shame, guys, but there's something you've done to our emails. Either you've just blacklisted us because you don't want communication from us. I don't know why, yet you're enrolled into the program. Or you've probably sent our comms to your spam, not knowing or knowingly, or for some reason you attempted to unsubscribe. Or the worst case of all is some of us who I again will not say we are naming and shaming, just don't open our comms. This is the only way we get to reach out to you about what's happening. We have very, very crucial emails. The Monday checklist that shares what's happening through the week, and the Friday newsletter, which recaps what's happening, what has happened through that week. Always make it an attempt to just reach out to, sorry, not reach out, but ideally just check what our emails look like and see that there's some very, very important information that has been shared to you. If you haven't received our emails, like I've seen some feedback in the comms, in the chats, please, at the end of each of our email, we always have a Leah online assistant and a Zendesk ticket. Proceed, click on the link and share that, okay, I'm in VA cohort 6. Edwin shared that there were emails sent out to the program team learners. I have not been receiving this. That way we can escalate and see whether it is from our end that you didn't receive our emails, or if it's something that we need to get into. So that's feedback we've taken about some of us having not received emails, but make it an attempt. If you have Circle app on your phone or on your laptop, always make an attempt every single day to check what update is being shared. This way, you're going to be in good standing with what's happening in the program. Thank you very much, everyone. I'll pass it back to Lois to maybe speak about what other questions are we having. Let me check on Slido. Are we supposed to join 2 clinics or just one? Again, the clinics are walk-ins and walk-outs. Like in this case, if your question was just about the accountability partners and we've answered that, you don't have any reason staying till the very, very end at the top of the hour, because we've already discussed what your challenge was. The clinics are not similar to the onboarding week sessions where you have to walk to the end. You walk in, get your questions resolved, and you have the lead of the call. Kevin, feel free to maybe unmute in case there's anything we need to discuss also. Moving through to the questions we had again today. So this was 2 days ago. This is because on Monday, things you received did not highlight the timing of our sessions, which very, very slight glitch But we are happy that about the turnaround to this, and we are happy that today's sessions have even gone better, and the attendance is much impressive. Group, it's in all cities that we have WhatsApp groups. Probably need to share the reason why, while WhatsApp is the most wide space, VA learners are not probably being added on WhatsApp. It's because there's a capacity to the numbers that can be accommodated in a WhatsApp group. And with that we are having, it's only Telegram at this point, or Facebook groups, where we are able to accommodate each of us, all of us, sorry. So it's why we are having the Telegram spaces. We are not advocating for you to have other WhatsApp groups, but if you've gotten 3 of your friends who you've already engaged on a personal level, and you've decided that, okay, while there is an official formal group, we'd want to have our other group on the side. However, don't come sharing the links formally to us. It will feel like now you are having another formal group, which the team does not allow. Which is why, if you've at some point attempted to share your WhatsApp link on the portal, we always flag it as going against our codes of conduct. I believe that's giving even more context into why some of your posts get approval to move into the spaces we are in, especially the squads. Moving forward, questions you're having. I don't know, this was 5 days ago, but I want to be so sure that there's not any of us currently in this session who hasn't logged into the portal. The risk of not being into the portal as of today is this coming Sunday, you risk getting dropped off from this program because you've had 2 weeks to just log into the portal and confess and complete week 1 deliverables, but you haven't done that. In case you know somebody who's procrastinating and is waiting on maybe week 4 to finish whatever it is that is pressing them, let them know that they risk getting dropped off from the program if they don't log into the portal by Sunday this week. That is our deadline for the drop-offs. It is super clear. Should we send a recording with our peer? No, post to. And I believe whoever question here is somebody who probably just opened week 2 content, came through the milestone and thought, okay, this week we need to do something with a partner, and it engages a phone call or a WhatsApp call or a call using any modality. But a high level is the reflection. So it's not going to be the recording that you're going to share with us, but content of what your call was. I believe that is helpful again to host that someone taking on the importance of showing again ago. This question is close to whoever was not having access to their spaces. I believe you've answered. I know where the peer page is, and I've not been able to introduce myself. The peer page, I believe this is somebody who's asking about the squad. I'm happy to see that some of us who are in this call are making sure that your day-to-day learning and your journey is tracked. We acknowledge we would not want any of us to get dropped off because of inconvenience. Feel free to always share your learning journey, any glitches you're experiencing. And the program team, of course, is far too ready to make sure that your learning journey is as seamless as possible. Moving forward, if somebody can meet the recap quiz before Monday, yes. If you're having time over the week, please prioritize the rest as much as you do to work and maybe any other thing. If you can dedicate an hour a day or 2, and come Friday you're already the week's learning, it gives you more time into your weekend to rest and wait for the new week. Imagine if you have relax via program Monday through to Sunday with no rest. Guys, you're even going to start dreaming and detox the VRAM. We don't want that. We want you to do this alongside whatever it is that you're doing. Unless, of course, you've dedicated your entire time to this, which again should not force you into getting burnt out. 4 days ago, Anonymous was asking, he or she had completed all the deliverables for week one, yet fantastic question. I bet now, if we have fast learners, somebody might have already completed week two, recap quiz and milestone, but notification of something pending deliverable. I'm going to invite Ba. I hope I am audible enough. Lois, am I? Or
Yes, Edwin. You are.
Yes, you're audible. Yeah.
somebody confirm to me if I'm audible enough?
Yes, you are.
Fantastic.
Yes, you
Thanks
are,
so
Edwin.
much. Who's going to share about why we are having somebody experience that? Kevin,
So yes, what was the question again, Edwin?
or ideally anybody who can tell whoever asks having
So if
something.
someone is asking, I've completed
Sorry,
all my deliverables
Anonymous
for
here
week
was
one.
asking,
Uh-huh. Yet I received a reminder email
yet
of
they
one
still
pending
receive
deliverable.
the mail of one pending deliverable. Yes, so maybe I'll jump on this.
Sure.
I'll jump on that probably, then we can have Kevin and the team share the rest. So what's happening is every Monday, while you are in checklist that I spoke about earlier, in case you have anything pending, you'll always receive another email of maybe a recap quiz or a milestone or a failed milestone that you have pending. So if it happened that you receive notification, it's probably because you did it after the deadline, or from our end, the list we pulled was before you submitted, but by the time the email was sent to you, you proceeded to complete. So these are some of those emails which you want to ignore if it doesn't directly impact you. Hope that is also super clear to whoever asked that. Moving forward, seeing that we just have 20 minutes, I'm going to take not more than five in the next 5 minutes so that we can open it up to questions. I'll share this. Good morning. We answered that. If again, maybe this is a hint, if any of your question probably want to get highlighted, you are so sure that Leah, our own where you submit a ticket, is never going to. We always tell you that this is going to take the next 24 hours. Sometimes it doesn't go past 4 hours before you get your feedback, right? That is something probably we need to note also. Always make maximum use of, number one, the program team that is in your squad. Number two, make use of the portal yourself. You can go and ask that question yourself. Number three, you want to also reach out to Leah and Zendesk. Studied all my module, that one refused to tick complete. Fantastic. So the moderator here shared that if you submitted the required deliverables, it's supposed not to be an issue. So one addition to this is I was example of some of us who probably will just click on the program week's content and fast forward, let me use that term, fast forward to the week's milestone recap quiz. So what is advisable is consume the content module after module. The very, very first module, interact with it, and on the far right or top right or top bottom, there's always a markers complete icon. Be sure to click on that. We demonstrated this last week. It's the only way when you get to complete your deliverable of the week, in this case, a milestone and a recap quiz, you are sure that everything that is being asked of you at the end of the week is something you already touched on and it is not unique or foreign to you. That's how you're going to go of having something that isn't still ticked as complete. I'll document appear coaching for milestone submission. I heard it's not supposed to be recorded. yes, it's not to be read. And at the end of the week 2 milestone mission tab, meet how and where. Again, probably you won't dig deep into this because the session we have tomorrow, which I want to be so sure that you have in your calendars and in the emails we sent out, is going to be an hour-long session into demo how to access it and how to submit. The only thing we're not going to do tomorrow is to submit it. To some extent, feel like I don't know. We don't need to even have this because it's out. But no, we so that you get to know what the milestone is, what is expected of you in, and remember from week 2 going week 8, you'll be having 2 deliverables each week: a recap quiz and a milestone that you need to be submitting. This is full. This is something you experience in the morning. So the reason is the Zoom feature we are using has a maximum capacity. So to cap this and cap the chaos we are having in the morning session, we've resorted to stream this session live on YouTube to have unlimited capacity for those who are attending this session. So I believe this is not going to even need to add any more because we've already navigated and found a way through it like we do. Of course, hard things, we don't just preach it, but we make sure that if there's anything that is a glitch, make sure to address it in real time. Again, if you have this slide or link, so want to get the coming up, go back to it. Like in this case, there's always going to be a response that a program team has given, and you'll sometimes get surprised that question, but it has been from the sorry about my background. Take a pause there and hand it back to the that was leading us today. But I want to be so sure that this has been resourceful so far, even as we proceed to the next bit of the session. In case this has been of help, I'll be happy to see in the chat as Lois comes up.
Thank you, Edwin. Thanks a lot for
Perfect.
touching base on all those questions and helping us answer them. Yeah. So we'll give room for. I know I saw like 12 persons that raised their hand. They want to speak. So we're going to give room to those persons. Okay, let me see. Okay, I'll start from Itoro Save. Okay, Itoro Savior. Yes. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Kindly unmute and tell us what the question is you have. Savior, are you there? Okay, so we don't have much time. So if Savior is not here, we'll go with Tafazwa. Hey, sorry, please. Oh. If I mispronounce your name, so sorry about that, please. Kindly unmute and ask your question.
Lois, who is that? I
Tafaz.
need to ask them to unmute.
Sorry?
I need to see the
Hello?
one that you want. So it's who's Alphat?
Okay, so let's see Mohar and unmute and ask the question he has. Okay, if the person is not here, can we move to the next person because we don't have much time here. I can
Sure
see
thing. Yes. So maybe
Adekunle.
Kevin. Oh, thanks, Lois. So Kevin, what you can do is you can unmute Ade,
Yeah,
who's already been unmuted. Yes,
yeah,
Ade, you can proceed.
I've requested everyone who has raised their hands
Good
to
afternoon.
unmute so that they'll be given an
Interesting.
opportunity.
Hi, Jamie. You can go first.
Good afternoon. Please, I don't know how to get my
Good
milestone for this.
at the end of your week 2 deliverables. So if you check what week 2 entails, the very last submodule is a week 2 recap quiz and the milestone. That is where you're going to get it. And the very, very first module, where Prudence unpacks what the week is about, there's also a walkthrough into what week 2 is about. Please check back, and if this isn't the case, you probably want to raise a ticket on Zendesk. Somebody
Okay,
had a
thank you.
challenge. I've seen this in the chat. Thank you so much. Before I call on Michael to go next, I've seen somebody in the chat share that they are having a challenge adding the calendar to theirs. This is probably a challenge to those who are using the iCalendar, and that there's a guide that is going to be shared. Thanks so much for flagging that. Expect that we share this in the comms that are going out tomorrow for anyone who's probably having a challenge adding a calendar to theirs. Michael, please proceed.
Hello.
Michael, looks
Hello.
like you've already answered your question. Yes, who's that? Please proceed.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, we can hear you. Yes, we
Okay.
can.
My question, I'm peculiar. My question is about last week. I was struggling to connect to my portal, but I sent several text emails, and then I think it was replied, and I actually could access the portal much later. I did the quizzes I submitted, but I don't know if I've completed everything. So I just want to be sure I completed everything for last week.
Thanks so much for flagging that. Yeah, so in case you completed and on your week 1, it shows that if you check on your LMS Savannah and there's a grade, that is how you can gauge what your standing
Okay.
currently is. So please confirm that you have a standing of
Question.
more than 70%, which is our minimum score.
Okay.
Zoom user can go next. Yes, please confirm. If this isn't the case, you probably want to raise a ticket on Zendesk.
Okay.
Before Zoom user goes, I want to again just digress and share. This is a heads up to probably any of us here. This can be helpful to us in the next programs. That if you have a current program that is already enrolled to your email, you don't want to enroll to another one. So I'm using an example of ACE. In case somebody here hasn't done ACE, but you come and see that, okay, Alex is having an ACE cohort running. How about I apply for this and just have 2 programs running? You risk losing your access to the current program. It has made some of our previous learners lose their access midway through the learning. So thanks so much. Zoom user, over to you.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mercy.
Okay.
Is this you?
Yes, this is Messi. I'm Messi
Good.
Koi from Nigeria. Okay, my question is this. When I was going through the week 2 course, I discovered that there were some mini quiz after a module you have to submit. So I tried submitting one. I think I got one of the questions wrong. So it showed me error, one error also. So I have to go back again, revisit the question and answer the correct one before I was able to submit. So my question is this: is it that if you can't get the right question or you miss one, you can't proceed to the next one? Then secondly, in the under the part of a good VA, one of the modules like that, I've answered the question already. It's showing me that it was successfully done and submitted. But I'm still seeing by the right-hand side, sorry, I'm still seeing 0/1 point. I don't know what that means actually, but I realized that from the first section we had this morning, someone asked a similar question and you directed us to ask Leah. I did ask Leah, and Leah said, seeing that point means I had missed one of those questions. I would have to retake. But following the procedure that Leah is saying, I think the explanation Leah was giving me is the overall quiz for the week that I can only retake. So I don't know if there's a way you can that, or is it a general
Yes,
point we are
that's
seeing there?
actually a good catch. Awesome. That's a good catch. Sorry for cutting you short, Mercy. But yes, to answer the first part of your question about the sub modules on how to be a good VA, it's feedback we've not only gotten from these live sessions, but even before about the specific sub modules. So at least let us reach out to the product team. So the product team is the team that designs the content before it's loaded to our LMS. Obviously, for some reason, this could have been something that when going through the quality check was overlooked. But if it's at the moment not interrupting your submission of the final deliverable, then it's something you can just not let interrupt you and interrupt your current seamless learning. So to answer your question on whether if you've attempted some of our quizzes and say it's a 20 question quiz and you've missed out on 18, please, if it's you're always told which questions you've missed out on, and since this is a question that has 4 responses, it's only kind if you go back and confirm that the response you gave was probably something you researched and didn't get the very accurate response to, or you are attempting a quiz that you didn't go through the content first. So I hope this is helpful. Josie asks about what sessions we're having tomorrow. Yes, we're having a milestone support session tomorrow. Please, it's on your calendars. So I want to be sure that I answered you. I hope I did. Thanks so much. Yes. So I want to get a gent this time around. I believe Adekunle is a gent. If he has the audio on,
Can I
you
say
can
something,
proceed.
Adrian?
Please, Adam, please.
I'm sending a video guide that will help them how they can submit their week 2 milestones. So if they are going to watch the video, they can just submit their milestone 2 correctly. So watch out the YouTube video. So yeah, you can complete your milestone 2. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thanks so much. Albanas, do you want to go next? It appears like Ade is still having the audios connecting. Albanas, in case you're able to unmute. Going once, twice.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm here now. I was finding it difficult to unmute myself because you're already muted from your end.
Sorry, over to you.
All right, thank you. So my question is, we are to make a call, either a video or a phone call with a peer. Now, my question is, are we to add that video to the assignment while submitting, or is just the reflection,
No.
which is the outcome from the video that you paste on your Google Docs? That's my question.
Thanks so much. It's a reflection of the call. It's not the recording. It's not the video recording of the session, but a reflection of what the call has looked like. I'm going to be biased.
Right,
Thanks so much. Thanks so much. I'm going to be biased this time around and not allow somebody from Nigeria. It's looking like we've had enough, if not a lot of representation from Nigeria. So for the next 5 minutes, the maximum questions I can take are 3, and none are going to be from Nigeria, sadly. Miriam, you want to go next? If you can. I believe this is a Kenyan.
Yes, hello.
Hello, please proceed.
Okay, so my question is, how do you access?
Sorry, Miriam, your audio is giving feedback. It looks like it isn't. Masi wangu, you want to go next as Miriam connects. Your audio is not stable, Miriam, sorry. Masi?
Hello, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Miriam.
My question is, how do we access the hubs in Nairobi? Please explain this.
Oh, good catch. And somebody asked this in the morning. So for the Nairobi and of course the other 7 countries that we have representation in, you access the hubs via a link. there's a booking link that is shared. Obviously, somebody is going to ask, where do we get this link? Expect that we share it in this week's newsletter, and we share it in the portal comms that will go out tomorrow in the squads. Thanks so much for bringing that up. We almost overlooked. I'm trying to be so fast so that we don't leave out anyone. Raphael, you want to, at least I want to be so sure that Raphael is a gent. Raphael, if you can unmute and ask a question.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Can you
Good
hear me?
afternoon. Loud and clear.
Yes, please. My question is the peer coaching. What platform can be used, and must it be video or just audio? Thank you.
So is this about the peer activity that you're supposed to take up?
Yes, the peer coaching, that the call, the 60 minutes call.
Yes, the
Which
60-minute call.
platform can be used? Which
I would say
platform can
that
be
if
used
I
for
was
the
to
call?
have if I was to have the session with you, Raphael, I would ask you, you're in Nigeria probably, or whichever country it is that you're in, and I'm in Kenya, which is the best modality we can use? If it's WhatsApp call, the better. If it's a phone call, the better. If we can meet up in person, the better. So the modality isn't so much of a thing we're looking to focus on, but how it goes. So if you've gotten somebody that you can reach out to one-on-one, the better. But we are not restricting to recording the session. Hope
Okay,
that is.
it is not compulsory that the call must be recorded or something.
No, it's not. You're going to share the reflection of the call itself and not the recording of the call.
Okay. Now I get it. Thank you very much.
Good
Awesome.
afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
This is Erowo from Nigeria.
Oops, I was not taking anyone from Nigeria. Somebody sneaked in. Please ask your question.
Okay. Same question as regards to what he's saying. I joined this call late, this meeting late. So apologies. I want to ask is the same question, please. The link, how are we going to get the link? One. And two, after calling our pair, how do we resend the response to Savannah?
Thanks. Good catch. It appears like just like you reported yourself, you didn't report on time to today's session. So number one, Edom has been kind enough to share a guide on chat on how we are going to navigate this week's deliverable. Number two, tomorrow's session is essentially exclusive to helping us navigate the submissions of this week's milestones. So since we are over time, 1 minute to the top of the hour, I probably won't give an accurate response to this. However, we are going to be sharing the recording of this session and the session we had earlier in the day, later in the spaces we are in, so that you can just recap all the questions that were asked, all the responses that were given. And a beautiful thing again is we have seen on Slido the questions that you have asked. How about we create an info pack with the responses to these questions, so that instead of answering each question exclusively, we share one response to maybe a question that 1,000 of us were having. That is going to be helpful, I believe.
Thank you.
Again, thank you very much. I am now going to mute myself and invite Lois to come over. Sorry.
I have a question.
Audric, we are ahead of time. What's the question?
Edwin. Okay.
Over to you as we wrap up.
Because I was trying to answer the question, the Q&A questions they were dropping. I was trying to respond to them.
Awesome.
There's a Q&A
yes,
here. So some person. So maybe if there's still time,
as
they
the
can
team
go
gets
ahead
to
and
share the next.
Okay, I have a question.
Rodrick, what's the question?
Okay, maybe. The first question is, on the module of week 2, under the skill map, there's that sheet we download. How are we going to fill it? The second question is on the squad group. On the squad grouping, there's somewhere in squad 1, squad 2, others squad 6. How do you come up with that?
So I'll quickly answer, and I believe I'll be unfair this time around not to take any other question after this. So for the squads, it's as random as we can. So I'm going to use an example of Nigeria. We are having 49 Nigerian squads. How we selected this, we had 49 say from Nigeria alone. And since our squads accommodate up to 1,000, how about we just have 1,000 per squad? That's how we were making selections to our squads. It's easier now if you check in your squad that you'll see that many people are from your city. There's a squad from Nairobi, there's a squad from Ghana, Accra, there's one from South Africa, Casablanca, Morocco. That's how we are making our selections for the squads. Answering the questions around the skills tracker, this is going to be a live document that you're going to be documenting through to the very end of your learning. So be sure that it's something you've granted access to the team, and you are always sharing, you're always updating it in real time. I believe I've answered you, Audric. Sorry, not taking any further questions since we are 2 minutes on top of time. There's going to be a feedback form. There's a feedback form being shared with you to give feedback as we wrap up. And yeah, if you have any further questions, please ask them on Slido, the link you are having, and we are going to be sure to share the responses too. Some of these responses, we are going to feature them in the sessions, in the comms we are going to be sending out to you tomorrow. Otherwise, thank you very, very much. I hope this has been super resourceful.
Don't leave, don't leave.
Lois, over to you. As we
Hello. All right, thank you so much, Edwin. Sorry, guys, we cannot take any more questions. I was trying to answer the Q&A, but you can still drop your questions on Slido. We'll do our best to answer it there. Yeah. So let me share the. Kevin, are you here? Can you, or Edom, can you kindly share the
feedback form?
The QR code, so that
okay.
people that can't, so people can easily just, yeah, the QR code. So the link to the feedback form is on the charts, right? So kindly just fill it, just tell us how the session went. Guys, this is just an hour session, right? So we might not be able to extend this past this time, but
Last question, please.
so please drop in the chat. Edom, can you share the? So please, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So the VA library, so you can easily watch it. I saw some people saying where they can rewatch. Okay, so you can get it in the VA library, and then check the emails you got. The Telegram link was sent to you there, and if you cannot, some persons say they can't access, they are not getting emails again. Remember what Edwin said, say that the case is that some of us try to unsubscribe from our emails, some put it on spam and all that. So check your spam folder, and if still you feel you are not still getting mails, you can raise a ticket on Zendex, okay? I don't
Hey, Lois.
Filling the feedback form. Someone say
Okay, Lois, you're breakable. So here's the feedback form. You can, and the QR code, sorry. The feedback link is on the chat, so you can give us your experience. It will help us to enhance our future clinic sessions for the next week, which is upcoming in the next week. So all of you, please, before you leave, fill out the feedback form. Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Now, yes, you are back.
Oh, sorry. I was talking to myself. I didn't know that I was off. So sorry about that, guys. So I was trying to answer the Q&A that I saw here while we are filling. Please fill the feedback form, scan the QR code. Can you still hear me? Edom, can
Yes,
everyone hear
yes,
me?
Liz. Yes, Liz, we did.
Okay, okay. So someone said, please, can you share the WhatsApp link for Nigeria? Okay, so these links were shared via email, right? So, but we'll still maybe share it with you again via email, or our community champions will share that with you, please. So just be careful not to join any WhatsApp link that learners share with you, because we are not in charge of those groups, all right, for your safety. Please, how do I confirm my week one deliverables were submitted successfully? So, so there's you can check the code. There is a code where you can click on code, and there are different colors there. When you see green, that means you're good to go. There's no time we would have demonstrated that, maybe in the next session. Or please join the office hour tomorrow. Please join, very, very important. Join the office hour tomorrow. Is basically just going to focus on your milestone submission, all right? Please join. All right. So we demonstrate that how you can know that. Do we have to pair up with someone from the same squad? All this has been answered, right? It must not be from the same squad, but the person must be doing this VA program, right? It must be a learner, please, but it must not be from the same squad. Okay. So guys, have we filled the feedback form? Please, that you can type in the chat done if you have filled the feedback form. Type done. Done. If you have filled the feedback, I'm going to stop here. Please type done in the chat. We want to know how it went so that we can do better. All right. We can continue to improve. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Is there a guide on how to write up the 60-minute call for week two? Please join the milestone support hour tomorrow. Very important. Please join. You get to know all this. Hello, once again, I'm frustrated of the structure of classes for this week too. Linear, please, why are you frustrated? Don't be. If you're here, please join the milestone support tomorrow. Please join. We are also having YouTube session, or we are going to be using Zoom meeting all through the weeks. We will be learning. So we have YouTube events. Our events are on YouTube, right? So about this session is also on Zoom, and we are also live streaming it because of the number of learners we have. Okay. All right, guys. I think, can everyone still hear me?
Yes.
Hey,
Hello.
Luis, yes.
Hello.
Let us finish it.
Hello.
Hello,
Let
we
us
can.
finish. Yes, we
We can
can
hear
hear
you.
you, Luis.
Okay, I'm thinking my internet was off again. Okay, so I'm just trying to, I think I still have, guys, you're still populating more questions here. It's not ending. Please, let's go. I'm answering and I was thinking it's ending, and I'm seeing 54. Oh my. Please,
Okay,
please, I
thank
think we
you
need to
all for
close.
joining
Edon,
us.
what's the
Yes,
time?
Luis. Let us all, it is the time is on. So thank you all for joining us for today's session. We do have next week on Monday and on Wednesday. So look at to join us for clinic session next week. Okay. Thank you all for joining us for today. And tomorrow, don't forget to join our office hour session. It will help you that how we can work on your peer coaching assignment. So you can leave your questions on the Slido and then on your squads. So we can just we are trying to answer all of the questions, but you guys are too many and the questions are too many. So let us be patient with us. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Hello,
Bye.
hello. Okay, bye.
Thank
Hello.
you. Bye.
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 What's the time for
Bye.
tomorrow's section?
Bye, everyone. Bye.
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 Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Serious. All right, bye.
What's the time for tomorrow's section? Bye. An email concerning tomorrow's section.
Hey Lois. Hey Lois, can you
Bye.
end the call? You are the host. Can you end the call?
Bye.
Yeah, I'm here, Edo.
Hope we are going to get an email for tomorrow's section. The time.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
The time for
Hey
this
Lois,
section.
Lois, can you end the call, please? You're the host, so can you end it?
Hello.
Bye.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Someone summarize the section that they just had.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Andy, calm down.
You don't want to end the call.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, everybody is showing themselves. Everybody is showing themselves.
Hey Lois, can you end the call,
Bye.
please?
Bye.
Lois.
Please, you